Good evening, everyone. This is Jamal Abudalo, the Director of Community Development, and welcome.
One second, Jamal. I'm sorry.
Trisha's right here. This is right here, a live streaming star. I wonder if it didn't. And recording. Yep, right here's the record button. Right here's the live streaming button.
I never do it through there.
Really? You didn't do it last time before.
Okay, we're on.
Good evening, everyone. This is Jamal Abudalo, the Director of Community Development for the City of Reading, and welcome to the Action Plan public hearing that is conducted today on October 8th, 2020. This public hearing was advertised in the Reading Eagle, as well as it was actually posted on the city website, so the details are available on our website. The reason for the public hearing, it is a stipulations as required by the Community Development Block Grant, and this is particularly for the Home and Emergency Solution Grant programs that are administered by the City of Reading. Our discussion tonight will focus on the pay year, that's the PY, for the year 2021. Okay, as you all know that this is now live streamed and recorded at the same time. The recording itself taking place on the Zoom and the Granicus, but all of our information is also available to you on our website. So please feel free to capture any of this meeting through the information that are going to be listed on our website itself. The discussion will again focus on the action plan for consolidated plan in the year report, or basically you can say CAPR, and this is for the year 2021. As we all know, we are all unfortunately battling with the COVID. So basically what I would like you to do is to understand that this is a virtual meeting. There are no one in this city chamber except for staff. And we are going to go through the process itself, and we will share with you our presentation. So please feel free to comment, send us your information. If you would like to present by showing up through the Zoom meeting, please limit your comments or questions to 10 minutes. When you do so, I kindly request you not to overspeak of others as they are trying to answer or they are trying to explain how the information is developed. We also welcome you to contact the City Hall and the particularly Community Development Department to discuss your comments. We welcome any comments, suggestions from our public. The Consolidated Annual Action Plan has two components to it. The biggest one is the 5-year plan, and that covers the periods span of 2019 to 2023. And the annual plan focuses specifically on the year 2021. It's just like the picture that you are seeing on the screen. Actually, the 5-year plan is the two sides of the river bank itself, and the bridges that you are seeing in there are actually the annual action plan that takes us from one side to the other. So in the 5-year plan, we are going to identify local housing and community development needs. We are also going to discuss strategies in addressing local needs. The annual plan for this specific year, 2021, will describe actions to be taken and to meet strategic goals, well as it will details budget for the use of federal funds. So the consolidated plan has also, the 5-year has the objectives and outcome. So the overarching objectives for the 5-year plan is to provide decent affordable housing and to provide or create suitable living environment and create economic opportunities. The outcome of that, as we all hope, is to improve the availability and accessibility of housing, improve the affordability, and make sure that the improvement is sustainable. That is basically what I have as for this time. I would like to present Ms. Joanna Castro, who actually walk you through the next steps in there and how we have structured the annual action plan. Right?
Hello, everyone. My name is Jamari Castro. I am the Community Development's Fiscal Officer. From the Department of Urban Development's budget, the City of Reading is allocated grant entitlement funds towards community planning and development programs, such as Community Development Block Grant, known as CDBG, Home Investment Partnership, or HOME, and Emergency Solutions Grant, ESG for short. In program 20, estimating to receive $560,000 in CDBG entitlement and an additional $82,000 from loan repayments, known as program income. For home, we are estimating to receive $981,000 in entitlement funds, plus $77,400 in program income, and $224,371 in ESG entitlement. Just a quick note, these figures are estimated based on prior year allocated grant entitlements and are subject to change. Next slide, please. Proposals were encouraged for eligible and fundable activities. So the city has its own application for CDBG. The city and county have joint applications for ESG and for home. Proposals were evaluated based on the ability to spend the funds, eligibility, and meeting the national objective requirements, as well as demonstration of need in the community. Now, Mr. Namath.
The next slide is about CDBG eligible activities. And my name is Neil Namath. I'm a community development specialist for the city of Reading. Some examples of these eligible activities include housing rehabilitation, such as the proposed residential facade improvement program. Examples of public facility improvements programs and projects that are being proposed are the American with Disability Act curb ramps and the 2 fire station rehabilitation projects. Examples of blight removal and site clearance are the demolition program. An example of an eligible activity for code enforcement in deteriorating areas of the city as conducted by our property maintenance and trade officials. We could also do microenterprise technical assistance activities, which we have done in the past and we're not proposing for this 2021 program year. Some examples of public services are the Olivet Boys and Girls Club Youth Services Program, the Family Promises U-Turn Program, which help homeless youth. We also have several homelessness prevention programs as well. Next slide, please, discusses the CDBG fundable activities. Each activity must meet one of 3 national objectives. They either have to benefit low and moderate income level persons, they either have to prevent or eliminate slum and blight, or it has to meet an urgent need, such as when there's a hurricane or a flood. The next slide is just wants to mention about all 3 grant programs. As Jamari previously mentioned, we don't know the exact amount of funds. The funds are estimates and they are subject to change. The next slide will discuss present the CDBG non-public service activities. The first activity is the Section 108 loan payment for the city-owned buildings at 5th and Penn Streets at $110,170. The American with Disability Act curb ramp improvements project is budgeted at $367,943. The CDBG administration activity is $512,000. The code enforcement activity conducted by the property maintenance inspectors is $175,000. The code enforcement activity conducted by the trade officials is $150,000. The demolition program is $450,000. The commercial facade improvement program is $50,000. The residential facade improvement program is $20,000. The McKnight and Spring Streets Fire Station improvements project is $322,887. The Southwest Fire Station ramp improvements project is $100,000. The total for the non-public services is $2,258,000. The next slide will be showing you the CDBG public service activities. First activity is the Berks Coalition and Homelessness Program at $35,000. Next activity is the Claire Assisi Post Incarceration activity at $15,000. The next program is the Community Policing Program at $243,000. The next program is the Family Promise Hospitality Network at $10,000. The Family Promise U-Turn Youth Services Program is $6,000. Human Relations Commission has 3 programs. The Homelessness Prevention Program is at $15,000. Their Fair Housing Program is at $20,000. And their Landlord and Tenant Mediation Services Program is $15,000. The final program being budgeted is the Olive Boys and Girls Club at Pandora Park Youth Services Program at $25,000. That brings our public services total to $384,000. Patricia will now discuss the ESG and home projects.
Thank you, Neil. My name is Patricia Vasquez. I am the Community Development Coordinator, and I will be discussing the ESG and home projects that would be undertaken on the PY 2021 action plan. So the ESG projects and plan are as followed. ESG Administration Funds with $16,820, Homeless Prevention, $35,500, Homelessness Essential Services, $23,310, Homeless Rapid Rehousing, $35,500, Shelter Operations and Maintenance, $108,241, Homeless Street Outreach, $5,000. And that's a total entitlement for the Emergency Solutions Grant of $224,371. Next slide, please. Some of the projects to be undertaken with the home program funds would be as followed. For home administration, $98,100. Acquisition and rehab and resale, $579,900. Shoto set aside, $150,000. Home ownership assistance program, $200,000. Shoto operating, $30,000, and that gives us a total of $1,014,906. The city will partner with developers and or nonprofit agencies to carry out home projects. Regarding the schedule for the 2021 action plan, on November 8th will be the end period for the public comment. November the 9th, City Council meets to discuss the plan, and they determine whether they approve or disapprove the plan. And on November 15th, the plan is submitted to HUD, unless HUD selects a different date. And with that, we conclude our presentation, and you're able to make any comments upon the completion of this presentation. Thank you for your attention. I wanted to add that you're also welcome to set up an appointment with City Community Development staff members to discuss any of your comments.
Thank you, Patricia. Thank you, Neil. Thank you, Jamari, for participating in this public hearing and presentation. As Patricia indicated, this basically concludes our public hearing for the time being. Please keep in mind that we have until the 9th of November until we take this presentation to City Council, but you will see it, probably the action plan, you will see it before that, discussed by City Council on October 19th, as we discuss other components of the community development budget. The plan will become valid after 30 days and upon ratifications by City Council itself. On November 15th, we will forward this information to HUD, and HUD at that point will either adapt or revise as well. I encourage everyone to visit our website, reach out to Jamari, Neil, or Patricia, or myself with your comments, your suggestions. We welcome you to be part of our success, and we welcome you to be part of revitalizing the city and bringing a new, promising future to our kids and our residents. Thank you very much, and have a nice evening. Yeah.